The Beijing government has condemned the accusation, but the Pentagon and respected newspapers such as the New York Times and the Washington Post has also reported being the target of innumerable cyber attacks that they believe originated in China. In the case of the latter, it is believed that the infiltration occurred with the intention of knowing the journalistic sources and to dig material related to their reports on corruption within the Chinese government. Beyond stealing state and industrial secrets or snooping in archives of different institutions, the Department of Defense and Internal Security in the USA are increasingly concerned about the growing ability of the governmental and non-governmental agents to use the Internet to cause physical harm. The damage could range from opening dams to cause several floods or disable nuclear plants, through a possibility of a Pearl Harbor cybernetic, as warned from Secretary of State Donald Rumsfeld. President Obama is using the analogy of combating terrorism or against nuclear proliferation to justify the right to carry out cybernetic attacks. Just as his administration does not like to engage in large military operations but use drones, cyber attacks prefer a more sophisticated and high-tech strategy. In the cyber domain, the offensive posture dominates. It is better to hit first because more damage can be done and the opponent cannot counterattack so efficiently. Another advantage of acting first is that the attack can be made without the target being very sure of who attacked it.
In November 23, 2001, the Budapest Convention was drawn up by the Council of Europe and its observer states, Canada, Japan, United States, Philippines, and South Africa, known as the first binding international instrument that serves as a guideline for any country that seeks to develop national law against cybercrime. The Tally Manual is an analysis which focuses on the international law that governs cyber warfare and encircles the jus ad bellum, referring to the legitimate reasons a state has in order for war to be legal, and jus in bellum, based on the law governing the conduct of armed conflict once it takes place. This manual emerged in 2009 after a group of experts and scholars were gathered in Tallinn, Estonia, by NATO Cooperative Cyber Defense Center of Excellence, with the idea of translating and interpreting the international law regarding the complex world of cyberspace, including cyber operations and cyber. But it wasn't until 2012 that it was published by Cambridge University Press. It encompasses topics like means and methods of warfare, conduct of hostilities, sovereignty, jurisdiction and control, actions of international governmental organizations, neutrality and security council actions.